I mean, I'm only 30 years old, but sometimes I think I'm too old to try and do something new. But I guess it's all your mindset too. What do you think?
You think you're too old?
That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, somebody would look at me and be like, you're 30 years old. That is not old. But my feeling, I think, I'm probably too old to start something. I'm not in my 20s anymore.
What I think is really admirable is when you see somebody that is what people would consider elderly, and then they start to do something. That's super cool.
That is cool.
And
they actually succeed too at doing it.
Well,
right? I think that's even.
I think it's cool that you're not even looking for succeeding. You just want to do it just to do it.
Yeah, I could see
whether
that.
It's just for the time passing. And so, yeah, that's always cool for people to not see something they may have favored doing and not doing it because they feel it's too late.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Do you ever think about, well, obviously I'm sure you think about stuff that you could have done and that you could still do. Do you think you're too old? I don't think so. It's funny, I think I'm too old.
No, I don't think I'm too old at all. I don't think I'm old at all. There is things that I wish I probably would have did differently, but at the same time, I'm not mad at the situation only because if I would have done something different, then my trajectory would have not been to where I am now and have led me to be with you.
You're right. That's
I'm not
insane
upset
to think about,
at the situation. But there is times where I have thought, man, that's cool to have seen, for instance, some colleagues that I've worked with in the past to keep to something and them achieve more. But then at the same time, I can also see other people that you can say have not achieved more than what they were doing back then. And so in some ways that's also respectable because perhaps they find fulfillment in that.
Yeah, and I get where you're coming from.
And not always have to be caught up in having to keep up with everybody else, or not even keep up with everybody else, but trying to outdo themselves because it may not even be for yourself, but rather for others to impress them.
To impress them, yeah.
Though that's not always the case. Sometimes it could be just for the sole person. They just want to advance.
I guess they want to put the effort into advancing. When I think about, go ahead, what are you going to say?
I'm cutting you off. Go ahead.
No,
because if you want to call it advance, because again, if somebody is not wanting to advance,
that's okay too.
So it's to say that the person that doesn't yearn for more is less than the person supposedly advancing.
Okay. I get what you mean. But it's also okay if you don't want to advance and you just want to stay put.
For instance, let's say you have a friend or a classmate that went on to get a big job in Manhattan, right? And you have another colleague or friend that perhaps stayed working the job they've had since high school. And there's nothing wrong with that either, because if they find fulfillment in that, so it almost makes me think, who's really winning?
I think it's all in the mind.
I don't necessarily see the person that went, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
that the person that you're looking at as successful by default, just because maybe they're earning more.
Yeah, but what if they're stressed out though too? What if there's, because we know someone that's like that, where they're working a extremely well job, but they're always stressed out. They always end up moving. But then you have someone working just a job that they've been working for since high school, and they're
content.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think it's all. Yeah. So what one person may look at that and think, oh no, but that other guy, he's making bank. They're making so much money, but yet you don't know. You know, they're probably stressing out, and you know.
Yeah,
compared to the
and maybe
person.
it's bad on me to see it as, oh, the person that's earning more is not necessarily doing better than the person that's making less, because there's other things to that, right? Mm-hmm. As you're saying, the stress part. Okay, are you earning more, but is it hindering you? Mm-hmm. Whereas to if you would have had a simple job, maybe it wouldn't have hindered you.
Yeah, possibly.
And so I'm saying maybe it's not good for me to see it as, oh, who's really winning, because it shouldn't even be about that at all.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be, but I'm sure it can definitely turn into that. But when I think back on my life, I think about, it's kind of weird because I think I guess you can say I'm content. Wow, that's a lot of wind. That I'm content with my life. Mm-hmm. And I don't really I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be at home, and just, I actually wouldn't even mind being just a stay-at-home wife, not doing anything. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to progress and do more. Also, but I don't.
I think maybe that it's not good to say I don't want to do anything,
well,
because
I say that funny.
You do stuff, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do.
At home.
I do.
So it's not to say that you're going to stay at home
and do nothing,
scrolling.
No. Yeah. I was just trying to be funny because. Yeah, but anyways, I'm not trying to make it seem like I don't do nothing, because I do. I do a lot. I do.
What it is she saw a documentary and Lisa Ling's dad was saying,
oh, he
didn't want to do nothing while they were trying to get him to be in a retirement home.
Yeah.
And funny. He didn't want no part of it. He just wanted to stay in his house, and was reiterating, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing.
It's so funny to me. It was so cute.
So when you see somebody older saying that, it's cute, but if somebody younger is like, I don't want to do nothing, that's also kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you do a lot.
Yeah,
I think your idea is preferring to be at home as opposed to working, because even at home with everything you do, that in itself is a job.
Yes. Well, also, he did work. I think he owned a restaurant, so he did his fair share of working. I just thought it was so funny. But obviously, if I'm saying it right now and I don't explain myself, people probably think, oh, you're going to be freaking lazy. You're trying to be lazy. It's like, no. Yeah. I'm not trying to be lazy at all. And, I'm not lazy. I actually enjoy working, whether it be just doing random stuff around the house. I enjoy that. But I guess what I mean is that I enjoy that. I don't want advancement in, oh, maybe you should get a degree. I don't care for that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know how people may think, oh, well, maybe you're still young enough. Try to go get a degree. Go and better yourself, I guess, But I don't have any desire to do that.
Yeah, because you could better yourself in, say, a career aspect. But say if you don't want that, that's not to say that you're not bettering yourself.
No, yeah.
Because who's to say you can't be at home bettering yourself? Because sometimes it's said, oh, well, I don't have time to work out, or I don't have time to cook. And so by being home, you're able to do all of that and then some.
You should be.
And I'll be happy to report that she doesn't have bags of Doritos underneath her bed or our bed.
No, I don't.
That'd be sad if you had your own bed and I had my own bed.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I'll eat some Doritos though every now and then.
Unless there were bunk beds, that'd be probably cool.
Actually, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I used to have bunk beds. Those are kind of scary though.
What would you want, top or bottom? Bunk.
Oh gosh, probably. I think I would want the top because you are heavy. I would be too scared that you would crush me or something. I don't know. Bunk beds are kind of, what is it called? Hazardous? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, like in Step Brothers.
Oh my god.